childhood.
You don't understand how often I go, I can't stand them.
I can't stand them. Oh, fucking God. I hate her so much. No, my brother and I used to watch it on repeat when we were children. Make them laugh is my favorite scene. Because it always made me laugh. Hysterically, as a child.
Good, it did what it was supposed to do.
They can hear us, they just can't see us.
Hi, everybody.
Hello, guys.
Yeah, we've got you covered, guys. You're helping defeat the gremlins with our great IT paladin, Logan. Holy smiting all of them.
They're chewing on the wires. Everyone roll your attacks.
If I had a song prepared, I could pull up my uke and just entertain the audience. But I'm not going to do that. Because,
Channel your inner Danny K.
We've been eaten by the void from Matthew. We have been eaten by the void, you guys. We lost.
No.
Who had the deck of many things? So they can hear us, right?
Yeah, they can hear you. They can see you now, too.
Hi, friends.
Hey. Hi, everybody.
Should be able to, anyway.
By the artist, you can see the existential dread that she was trying to convey. it's a really sincere departure from her previous works.
Thanks for
accurate.
Exploration of form and function is quite an interesting aspect of this particular piece.
I like your use of negative space.
Thank you.
All right. Where were we?
The void just reached out an arm.
Yeah, an arm just formed. Did it look humanoid? Did this arm look humanoid-ish?
It's small, but I mean medium, small, medium size. Thin and not quite like bony or anything. Okay. Just small and thin. Soxy, you were pushing the door shut with your shield.
Yes.
What did you get on your strength check?
Well, that was my question. I was trying to clarify with you whether it was a strength check, that it was a strength check, and that I couldn't use athletics. So correct. I was making sure before I gave you my number.
Yeah, no, it's not really athletics. It's just you trying to brute force it on there.
Okay.
No skill involved.
Okay, so with advantage, that was only a 9 because I rolled like shit. So I'm gonna go ahead and use the inspiration from Joe also, which was a D8. D10 now. Oh, I like that.
Woobards.
Okay, so I rolled a 9 on there, so that makes it better. So that's 18.
18.
God damn.
All right.
Thank you for the inspiration.
As you
Joe.
run up and shove the door, this very tiny, small hand just flips over and puts its hand. It puts its face against or palm against the wall, the door, and it stops cold. You don't even feel any resistance. The other hand starts to kind of slowly pull its way out.
All right, back away.
Yep.
As soon as everyone's clear, Owen's going to cast Wall of Stone in front of the door.
Guys, not to put a wrench in all the plans, but what if it's someone trying to get out?
Then why did it eat my fucking fingertips?
Maybe it doesn't know what it is.
The Devourers were put in that. Sorry.
I was going to say that's not our concern at the moment. Self-preservation, then we can worry about it.
And as awful as it is, as awful as it is, if that is a person trying to get through, I don't think they're gonna have a very good time getting through that, whatever it is.
And if they're a person trying to get through and they've been somehow changed to something that's literally made of that blackness, then they're going to be a threat to literally every single living thing in the city before we can get them under control. And if they're not all there anymore, they're going to destroy everything.
If it is someone
I'm not-
I want to get them out, I do. But we need.
I'm not saying we shouldn't try to do that. I'm just saying we should get people who can help us figure out what the fuck is going on, because that's not normal.
Hey guys, if what ultimately happened was the Devourers all got together and melded, ate each other, and then, negative space, then, this could be a conglomerate of what life forms were in there. It just absorbed it. It could just be an amalgam.
Okay. This. Hold on a second. So, Owen, this is a 100-foot wall. It does not give you the option to use less than that, and it has to connect to stone somewhere.
I assumed I thought there was a stone floor in the guild hall.
Here it's not, no. But there is outside, and I don't mind that. And that's fine. This is an emergency situation. It's worth maybe a little damage to the building. But it is a 100-foot wall. Now you can kind of snake it around a little bit.
It says the wall can have any shape you desire, though it can't occupy the same space as the blah blah.
Right, it's composed of 10-foot by 10-foot, 10-foot by 10-foot panels. So you can stack them on top of each other, or you can build a box.
Yeah. So essentially, he's looking to create a solid stack, like make it as thick as possible.
So like several layers to go through.
I see what you're saying. Okay.
While this is happening, should someone go run down?
I think that's out of the intention, but I don't mind it. The problem is going to become sticking with stone. So the solution I have for that is it's just going to kind of sprout out of the stone that that is underneath the foundation of this building, and it's going to kind of tear through the floor, and then it'll just kind of stack up and just become super thick over the thing, pushing whatever creature this is back into this hole.
At this point, a carpenter is cheaper than fixing the world.
So all of a sudden, this large stone slab just shook right out of the ground, like friggin' earthbending, and goes over the door. And then several other right after come up and kind of fan up in front of the door. The lowest one back against the wall, just kind of pushing up and back. So you've got almost like a riffle of playing cards just pushing up against this wall or against the door, sealing it shut and snapping the wooden part off of the hinge. That's actually just steps out of the way.
I should hold it for a bit at least until we can figure out what the hell to do.
We need to get Afra. We need to talk to Pinball. We need to talk to Arlen. Maybe anyone we know who's got some magical ability.
Right.
I can cast sending a couple times.
I looked at it. The thing I can do with my eye singular. It was conjuration.
So, does that mean it was brought here, or does that mean...
I don't, Well, a lot of other magics are school of conjuration. Not just summoning.
I'm aware, but I'm not sure what else that would be.
Exactly. And why would that creature knock?
Conjuration's also what created the portal that led us into Marblade's realm. That was the same kind of magic. I remember you mentioning it when we were looking at the pictures. You guys, this is a really fucking horrible idea, but what if all of the Devourers getting together in that space and possibly eating each other is what actually brings the Eater of Dreams? What if that's what's back there? Like they became him.
He didn't seem intelligent.
But we also only saw a part
You're
of it.
splintering wood behind the wall.
Ooh, it's going either way.
Rosie, send to Afra now.
She's just going to send their location. Just, hurry, help, please, now.
Owen's gonna do the same for Pinball.
Okay.
What?
I don't know what to do.
We have to get ready.
Yeah.
Sure.
This is not good. This is not good.
Well,
Whatever. Go ahead.
I was just gonna say, good thing I use a lot of fire. Ink doesn't like fire.
Fair. I don't think that's strictly ink. The main thing is stay back from it. Whatever you do, do not get close to it. Fight at range if we have to. Beyond that, try and contain it.
A crack appears on both sides of the wall surrounding the stone. And a moment later, little drips of black ooze come from the cracks.
That's not good.
Owen's gonna go ahead and attempt a dispel magic where you can see the ooze coming through.
Your spell does nothing. It's not an ongoing effect. It's more of a residual left over.
Alright, if it breaks through, we gotta be ready.
I am.
Yeah.
Agreed.
So, what are you going to do?
Blast it. There's not much else we can do at this point if it breaks through.
If we have to, I can cast magic weapon on Sills.
Okay.
On any sort of crossbow or something. We could fight from a distance with that as well.
I feel like I
Did
could
we
hit
get
it pretty far with this thing.
Yeah. Did we get any replies from either Pinball or Afra?
So Afras would have said that she'll be there as soon as she can. But run if something's wrong. I mean, that's pretty much it. She doesn't have a lot of... she doesn't know if she's going to be able to get there. And then Pinball... what exactly did you say to Pinball? That's going to determine if he ends up coming or not.
Extraplanar coming out of porter. Extraplanar creature coming out of portal. At Guildhall. Made of necrotic energy. Need help or advice. Quickly as possible. Danger.
So he would have responded, I'm sorry. Banishment is my suggestion. But I have my children.
Does anyone know how to banish something?
No.
No, it's not a spell I've got.
The cracks widen and splinter
Alright.
more.
Arlen's.
And then you hear something happening in one of the back rooms. Something falls, hits the ground. Something heavy.
I'm gonna run over and check it.
Yeah, still too.
As you run around to the other wall, you see that the crack on this side has opened the wall near completely, and this black ooze flows into the room almost 2 or 3 feet from the wall. And laying on the floor seems to be body. A small, medium-sized human. A humanoid, sorry. But all just covered in this black tar.
Syl goes to the body. Is there anything in the room that is like cloth or like a rug or anything like that?
Sure, there's a rug.
She'd like pull it up and like try to latch onto the body and like turn it over if it's on its face, or see if she can try not touching it.
As you start to move it, almost instantly, you can feel the fabric disintegrating under your hands. You get a chance just to move her, kind of help start roll her over a little bit, but the tar is sticky.
Do you need help?
Maybe she'll pull out her decanter of endless water and like pour water, see if it maybe helps to clean it off.
Try prestidigitation as well.
Yeah.
to help.
Same.
Prestidigitation, water does nothing. Rosie, what were you doing?
I was gonna use Bigby's hand to try to wipe some of it off.
All right, Bigby's hand doesn't. I mean, it can kind of remove some of it, but it doesn't seem to remove all of it. It doesn't ever get to anything but more blackness.
Is it anything to kind of reveal any sort of familiar facial features or anything?
No, Bigby's hand doesn't have the detail to be able to wipe on the face. You'd probably be wiping on the side or back. But this thing is completely covered in black. It's very difficult to see anything underneath the thickness, this thick layer of tar. Nathan,
Looking at this creature, seeing how much is being removed from it, can
not
I make
a lot.
I know, but can I see? Is this made of this substance?
It is hard to tell one way or the other. It is possible.
I'm going to use it then. I'm gonna use my. I'm gonna use Ghostly Gaze. I'm going to close my eyes. When I open them again, I can see through solid objects. Can I look at the ink? Or the tar? Can I see anything?
Give me a second.
I'm also looking up at the wall, kind of where it's coming from.
True Sight is also still up. Or True Seeing.
Look at me using my ability.
It does not see through this material. So in your mind, that means this material could be a creature, not an object. Also, if you're looking through the walls around you, you can see the ghostly images of the stones, but you see that this black tar has filled a few feet in every direction around where the door was into the walls and things, but it looks like it's stopped.
Divine sense. Soxy wants to see if
nothing you're enjoying.
Nothing.
It is gross and disgusting, and the smell is harsh, bitter, and revolting, frankly.
Soxy
maybe
doubles
2 or 3
over.
times throughout the past few months you've smelled something this bad.
This is not good, you guys. This is not good.
If there's a person inside it, can somebody talk to them? I don't know how that sending works.
Still, this isn't a material. This material isn't a material. It's an organism.
Right, but what about the person that could be inside it?
I don't know if there is a person inside of it still.
But
I'm
we
gonna
should try.
I'm gonna switch to Mage Hand and try to get the more minor details to get.
The mage hand definitely doesn't have the strength to be able to do anything. It can only lift like 5 pounds, so it can't do anything at all. It gets stuck on it, actually.
You guys, everything senses it. This is, oh god.
The body starts to move
bad,
one
just
hand
evil.
up,
It's like
as if it's weak.
it's awful.
And just starts pushing its body up, and then it slowly moves its other hand and starts to push, almost shaking like a newborn. It just kind of sits up and starts to work on standing on its feet.
I want to
This
help.
black ickiness sort of stretching between its legs and arms as it touches itself, but it doesn't seem to have the same problem you do, or it's just that strong.
Everyone stand back.
Syl's near it. She's not moving.
Syl, did you not just hear me say evil?
Yeah, well, I can handle whatever it throws at me if it does something stupid.
I don't think this is a person.
You hear very lightly, ouch, as it starts to form almost a face, and you see that you start to see a line for the tear. It's got these bangs that come down and long hair, and you start to see the outline of clothing down to its knees. And this thin body and these thin legs and these thin arms, and it just slowly starts to form, and it's this long jet black hair and a little jet black dress, as everywhere else seems to melt away and turn into a pasty white flesh.
I knew it.
Motherfucker.
Oh.
She cricks her neck and you hear this loud pop. She smiles and looks at Nathan. Hello.
Wish it could be. What? No.
You go ahead first.
I wish I could say it was nice to see you. But I've learned not to lie.
Hello, traitor.
Hello, bitch.
I think it's time for you to run. And the walls start to bulge outwards in every direction along the wall where the door.
For once,
Still starts backing up.
for once, I think it's time to take advice. And Owen will, put his hand on Nathan's shoulder and start guiding him out.
Yeah, no, you don't need to tell me twice. And he's gonna grab
No
my...
arguing this time. Anybody staying?
Fuck no.
The last thing you see, is you're backing up towards the back exit of the place. The walls burst as yes.
As he's running out, he definitely grabs Ash.
Oh yeah, okay, that's fine.
Oh shit, that's right. Ash is in there.
Anything that you have that's important there, you can grab on your way out. That's fine. But the last thing you see as you're coming out of this room are these shooting from the walls. These small cracks in the walls are these sharp dagger-like, pin-sized spears shooting from one wall into the next, through that wall and into the next, stopping only after two walls as you're running by. And there were hundreds of them. Imagine T-1000 but tar. And just tons of them just shooting out and stopping, and you just hear cackling. You get your stuff, and where do you go?
Towards the foundry, I would imagine.
Away.
Right? We're looking for Afra. We would go to... Syl would say we're going to Afra.
I can get Ash. He's gonna whistle.
So as Owen whistles out loudly, you hear this screech somewhere high above you, and you look up and you see. You're not sure what you see. You see some silhouette in the sky as this large creature comes and flies, slamming to the ground on these huge cat-like paws, with these beautiful wings of a hawk, and I'll let Owen describe the rest because it's his pet.
She's a large, almost kind of steel cobalt blue griffin with brilliant golden tips to the wing and tail, a almost raven-like beak, and very intense amber eyes as she swoops down, and Owen just runs forward and climbs on top.
Cool.
I'll be back.
That's
Be careful.
That's two. I'm just kidding.
And he takes off and goes looking for Afra.
When did he get that?
We need to go somewhere. We need to get away from here.
I agree, but where are we going to go? The only place I know that's ever kept her out was Pinballs, because she only got in there when he asked her to. But, he's got the kittens too. He's got his kids there. It might be safe, but I also don't want to put anyone at risk that we don't have to.
Yeah,
Not to mention we can't just let this run round.
Agreed, but we've got to figure out what we're going to do.
Maybe she.
I mean, basically, the avatar of a fiend or something is in the city. And by the way, guys, I love you all, but the next time the paladin says evil, it's fucking evil.
I wasn't arguing with you on that, Soxy.
Didn't doubt you for a moment.
She's looking at Syl and Rosie.
I didn't know if the thing under it was evil or not. I
And
just
now we
wanted to
know.
help.
And now we know, so we stayed. I don't regret what I did.
I don't either.
What do we do now?
He's gonna look back in the direction of where it is. Does it sound like it's still coming?
Oh no! It sounds like there's a collapsing building about 2 blocks away.
Does it sound like? Can we hear her laughing?
Not anymore. No.
I hate to even think that. What if I could keep it distracted?
She seems pretty happy where she is.
Nope.
No.
I say we go to the foundry. If she's on her way there, if she's on her way to us, we'd meet her halfway.
Agreed. We've got to get away from here, and she might have an idea. I mean, she was part of Victor, so they worked with the portals. She might have, I don't know. Fuck, I don't know.
Still starts walking towards the foundry.
Decision
Okay.
made.
Yeah, Saxy's
You guys
going with
start
her.
heading over towards the foundry.
Is there any way for me to contact Binksy? He's not my familiar anymore.
Sending.
Did somebody send to Binksy?
What do you want me to say?
Oh, Jastra.
Imelda.
Jastra 2. We need to warn Jastra and Lark. The book will take too long to update. Fuck.
Hey, Owen, do you have enough spell slots to help?
He's not here.
there.
Oh, yeah, he left. Never mind.
He went
Where is
back.
Owen going? I'm sorry.
He's going to try and meet Afra if she was on her way.
Okay, so you're gonna get to there before they do. Basically, is it? So you get to the foundry, Owen, while they're still moving. It's not incredibly far. It's only a few blocks, but you get there much faster. And you go in. What do you? How quickly were you going? What are you doing when you get there?
He's immediately marching with purpose up to the office and just barging in.
What door's open anyway? Roll me d20.
It's an 18.
You get there just in time to tell her to stop on a ritual she's casting to teleport to you, to where you guys were. So you get up there, you see that she's casting. You told her hand out. She stops really quick, and she looks at the spell like and
Wait.
things just kind of fizzle and die, and the materials get consumed, and she's just like, oh, what?
It's Imelda. She's back. Guildhouse is gone, covered in black. It wouldn't be safe to teleport there right now.
She just collapses into her seat.
It's still going. We gotta protect whoever is around it. We gotta figure out a way to stop it.
I have nothing left. I have no resources. I've got nothing.
Even just alerting I'll alert the guards, but we gotta make sure people stay away from that. We gotta do everything we can to contain it, because that thing can't spread.
I'll send to everyone I can. Should have sealed it.
Can't think about that now.
She looks really concerned for a moment, and then she gets up and runs over to the closet, the little storage closet, and she opens it up. And black tar starts to pour out of the closet.
Everyone needs to run. Let's get out now. Grab anything you need.
It's coming from the portal. I had an extra one in there.
Is there any way to close it off entirely?
That's not even open, Owen. It doesn't activate until it's put up. It's not possible. It shouldn't be possible to activate it from the other side.
They are working for someone who has access to a lot of...
Fine. I don't know what's...
First, we need to get away from that.
She starts collecting up books and notes and things. It doesn't look like it's pouring anymore now. And it doesn't look anywhere near as bad as it did where you were. But yeah, there is black tar kind of on the floor there. I need to find out what the others were too.
We can start on that, but my first concern's got to be getting everyone away from any kind of portal like that. Were there any more that you knew of? You dead, inactive?
Everybody who had one was there. I haven't been able to contact anyone. I was the only one that made it out of one.
All right. You get safe, get everyone out of here until we know what's happening, and I'll
let the council know, and I will and you can handle the guard, and I will get the council to...
And he just jogs out.
Owen.
Yeah.
There may be some a very far way away.
How far are we talking?
Any corner of the world.
There's nothing we can do about that right now.
She nods and just goes back into action. And she heads off.
And Owen will start.
And that's about when everyone else shows up, when she's running.
There's another portal here. It's not leaking near as bad, but it's open.
I think it's because Imelda's at that one. Listen. I don't want anyone to do this immediately yell no. Because this is logic. He's looking at Owen. I was directly linked with this. Directly. I came from the fucking... I had magic tap from the source. I might be able to talk to Imelda. I'm not talk her down, I'm not claiming to have any control over her, but I might be able to distract or buy some time.
For what? What do you propose we do while you do that?
I don't know, but it could just give us time. I could even figure out what exactly is going on if I place my words properly. I know what she's capable of.
I'd be more comfortable with the plan on the other side of whatever this plan is, Nathan.
Agreed. Yeah, that's the thing, Nathan. The first thing she did when she said hello to you was hello, traitor. She's not exactly your biggest fan. She might talk to you, but if she does, it'll probably just be because she's got some sort of trap or something in place to get you right after.
No, I know.
But you're not wrong. It's something to keep in mind if it comes down to it. But we
Agreed.
can't go seeking that out.
No, not a first
don't
choice.
Seek it. I have too much to live for.
I'm gonna get eyes on what's going on back where it opened. Does anyone want to come with?
Yeah,
I'll go.
I'll come.
I guess it's family fun.
I can give myself transportation, but I'm gonna come.
So Owen's going to take whoever wants to get on the back, and probably one or maybe a person that can take Claude.
I could probably do 3 people, but not Sil. Sil would count as both people.
I can turn into a giant eagle and take Rosie.
I have a horse.
I'm sure you do.
Horse is still gonna be a lot slower than any flying animal.
I can go by land with Sil. We'll get eyes from different directions.
All right.
And we'll just be careful how close we get.
Owen's doing a flyover to see if he can see if it's still spreading, if anyone's in danger. seeing what the situation is back near the guild hall.
And Mari's gonna wild shape into an owl and follow them.
Okay.
Nathan's gonna keep Mags with Soxy and Syl.
So, as you start to fly over, Owen, it looks like this black tar is starting to pull the rubble and debris from the building together, and starting to create a shape out of it, some large structure.
Does it appear to be creating a structure or some sort of creature shape?
Structure. It definitely has architecture, feel, straight walls, square or rectangular. Looks like it's might be some sort of Gothic structure.
I don't like this.
Does it look like a tower?
Not really a tower, more like a
portal.
manse.
No, okay.
Maybe there might be a portal incorporated in there somewhere. Sure,
That was the thought I had
centered around
too.
the portal.
Maybe
It looks like a manse or a keep, like a Gothic keep designed to protect something important. Maybe.
There needs to be a perimeter around this.
I assume we would have told some of the guards nearby that they need to start doing that before you went out. So as you guys are all running back, you'll start to see that, there's this building. They're starting to cordon off areas, telling people they need to leave in close by buildings. But you guys had the entire block, which was fortunate. But unfortunate because now it's kind of a gigantic cathedral to, as the pillars and things start to finish, all of the design work, it starts to pull together. The only thing that's left on the outside of the building, or the outside of the structure, is this black tar. All the wood and stone and everything it collected, it used interior to make some sort of foundation and framework. And then it kind of starts to solidify into this dark black stone. And everywhere there's any detail work, it's all spider and Rinth motifed.
Fuck.
And there's already a temple to Rinth, a tiny one. Not many people go. There's an altar inside of the two temples that it would be a part of. Rinth is always seen as a necessary evil in those circles, but to see a temple dedicated completely to Rinth is something else.
A cathedral, not just a temple.
I mean, it was an entire block of material, a 3-story building. So imagine that now at half a block and just twice as tall.
It's fucking Notre Dame up in there.
Basically.
Stop that right now.
Okay.
Well, shite.
So you start to put the cordon off areas. They get rid of people in all the surrounding blocks, and they start to cordon off those areas and basically evacuating a 3-square block area of the Guildsman districts.
Where the hell do we even start with this one?
We will
pray.
People.
Do you know that spell that puts people to sleep?
I don't have it at the moment.
Rosie, do you?
Which one?
Just something to put me to sleep.
Either
I
way,
have feign death.
Not like that.
Either way, that you're a bit too tough for that to work, Nathan. You got to be on the verge.
I remember something about meeting her in my dreams. I was told something about meeting her in my dreams. I need to talk to her. I need to see if she knows what to do, what I can do.
I don't like that, Nathan. I really don't.
I think he means
Why?
he means Jezebel, not he was
Jezebel, not
Okay.
You didn't specify who her was, Nathan.
Sorry. Should have.
I could whack you really hard, but
I need to try to get this.
So where is everyone right now?
I
Are
think.
you all coming here to this area?
Yeah.
Okay. So you're just standing kind of on the corner of the block and looking over?
If people wanted to go somewhere else, my workshop's right down the road.
I think that might be smart.
Agreed.
Okay.
This
Agreed.
is not good.
Agreed.
Owen, can you warn Pinball and Jasher?
Yeah. I'll warn Pinball and I'll have him let Jaster know.
As you're doing that and you're wrapping up here, getting ready to move on, the last of the detail work just solidifies around this, and it looks master crafted. Beautiful overhangs with like almost gargoyle heads, but they're actually just spiders reaching out over the buildings with these very obviously thin, even though they're high up, legs that you couldn't do easily in any other material, but this just seems to work. And the doors in the front swing, these huge, thick, like 8-inch thick doors swing open on the front, and she walks out onto the steps and steps just down on the first step, smiles over at you and invites you in.
Is she looking at Nathan or at the party?
You guys are half a block away, so it's kind of hard to see.
Oh, just.
You get the idea that she's more taunting. You doubt that anything good is going to happen there.
Oh yeah.
Really?
Oh yeah.
I thought it would be sunshine
I'm
and
just
daisies.
clarifying for people.
Man,
Just Sunday service.
Nathan.
Yeah, you know.
They got Krispy Kreme donuts, you guys.
Don't drink the Kool-Aid.
Fuck. Mine was a legit church reference.
We should go.
Yeah.
This is super not good.
Nathan, we'll talk. We'll talk somewhere less exposed.
Yeah. Please.
Okay.
She's just gonna take Nathan's hand.
Syl looks out at Imelda and just goes, with her giant fuck all sword, like as a
She's using it as a
staff
walking
at this
stick.
point, yeah.
Bags is now sitting in like pseudo dragon form on his shoulder with her tail kind of wrapped around his neck. Just
Syl leans into Nathan and hesitantly says,
I have a thought for what you want to do.
yeah.
Later. Let's get back to my place.
Yeah. Let's hurry, please. This is something I need.
so Syl starts heading back to her workshop, which is in the Guildsman's district. I assume it's a little away from the guild hall, though.
Sure. Yeah, it is. It's closer to the Pearl District. So you arrive at your shop.
Just take a seat. There's rock everywhere.
Nathan's just pacing.
Syl, as usual, as a habit, first thing she does when she walks in is she makes a beeline for the airshell boulder and just sort of like pats it.
Great go-in name.
Pats it?
Pat.
That's cute. Actually, Pat's actually pretty
Pat's
cute.
is a cute, adorable name.
That's adorable.
It is cute, adorable. That is, I'm taking that.
Adorable name.
Nathan, while he's pacing, goes, Remember when we said that I might not be the only one who made a deal with him, right? We said that. We said I might not be the only deal with it made.
Yeah.
Seems to
Why?
like doing that.
Why did they always come to me, Imelda? Focus
Because
is on-
She likes to get under your skin.
What if I was the person who made the deal with him? What if I'm one of the reasons he had an easier access to this world?
It's a little catastrophizing, but I don't have any proof otherwise.
Yeah.
That, or it could be as simple as you happen to be an agent that was already living in the city where the portal was.
Yeah, if there's more than one person that he's a patron of, yeah, it could just be coincidence, Nathan. It's not necessarily your fault or anything.
Agreed. It's not necessarily something that you caused in any way, Nathan. The portal was already there. We know that because we know that Pinball and Afra and the others put it there before you were even born. But this isn't good. This is really not good.
Oh, and did Afra say anything else?
She said that there were some potential portals like the ones that opened up far across the world. We didn't specify where, but that's
So,
not
like-
something we can worry about now.
So there's like other places that she's leeching into, potentially.
Potentially. It seems this is definitely your focus, though.
Goody.
So,
Yeah, Nate.
you said you had something.
It's
Anything.
it's a real shitty idea, but
Hey, you know me, those are my favorite.
She reaches into her overall pocket and pulls a 2/3 full bottle of Daydream.
it's blue. Chill out. Be cool, man. Be cool. What are
When
you,
did
a
you
nerd?
get blue? Blue is not a Daydream color.
Oh, I didn't know
Green
what
and
color
red.
Daydream
Stop and
was.
go.
Green and red. Okay,
Yeah.
sorry.
Sorry,
Forgot
that
what
I always
This is that shit
I
we
got
spoke
blue.
out at the festival.
I said
It just sounds dreamy.
Yeah,
Anyway,
I'm pretty
fine,
sure it's
green.
it,
Green.
it
It
would,
could be
it
kind of a
would not
greenish
be,
blue.
Sure.
it would
I
not
always
be,
think blue looks green anyway.
Well, it puts you in sort of a dreamlike state, and you feel pretty good afterwards, and you see things, and if you already have a propensity for doing something that's like psychic or something, and maybe it would let you do that. I saw lots of things about the airshell boulder.
Wasn't that also
It's
how
pretty
Dub
cool.
communicated?
There might be extenuating circumstances with that part, but I think it's.
It's gonna walk over to her and take the vial from her. If she
Don't
lets
take
him. I'm not gonna take all of it.
one drop.
Literally never done this.
I would say 2, but you've only got 1 right now, so 1 drop.
Well, if you're going to start experimenting with drugs, it's good you're doing it with a doctor.
Huh, cool, this is fine. I'm gonna turn and look at Mari. You're my world. I love you.
I love you too. Just be
Just
careful.
wanted to get that one out of the way. Doing my best to. I'm gonna see you in that dress. And he's going to do the date.
Okay. What do you do with it?
Do the daydream.
He is focusing on Jezebel and what she was
What
like
do
and
you
what
do?
she
We actually physically do with the
Still
daydream?
shows her.
no
still
idea.
shows Nathan.
I don't know how to
take
You gave a toddler
Hold
drugs!
on, still step.
I once knew a kid who did 5 daydreams, went blind.
I also want to mention that the first time that Daydream was introduced, Rosie splashed it in her eye. So, like, that was a heavy grip.
Syl carefully shows Nathan like the little eyedropper thing and impresses upon him to like minimal dosage. Do not chug. It is eyedropper. And maybe suggests 2 in the one eye that he's got, because it's like 1 in each was usually how he did.
Technically, he has his other one, he just can't see out of it.
But the point is, she sort of explained that at least when she took it, it was like trying to relax, trying to think about the thing you want to see. And this is pure speculation. I'm so sorry.
You know what? It's better than what we. He's gonna do it. and he's gonna
You
be
should.
broken.
Why don't you sit up there?
And she points at the boulder.
Cool, I'm gonna sit on your
Children.
You're gonna hatch
And-
the egg.
children, plural, what
She'll give him a boost.
he sits up there on
Maybe lay back. Don't sit up. You'll fall.
the... Okay.
And she'll hop up near him. She'll sort of hang out near him.
Mags is curled up, like, right in his side. And he just closes his eyes and he focuses on Jezebel and what her hand felt like against his face and what her energy felt like being in her presence and her face and just what she looked like and what it felt like to finally get to me.
Okay.
Sel carefully takes the bottle away from him after he reclines, like,
Puts it back in her
okay, we
pocket.
don't want to drop that.
Yeah, really smart. Mari,
All right. What's everyone else doing while Nathan is trying?
once he actually starts to fall asleep, Mari gets up and starts to pace a little, just worriedly.
It's not technically how it works, but Song of Rest. It's supposed to make you more rested, so.
Soxy is writing every single detail that she can remember into the book because she wants everyone to know as much information as possible because this was a lot.
Owen's going to be playing doctor and keeping
Checking
an eye on
vitals every 30
Although,
seconds.
Yep.
with Owen's experience, normal daydream, very, very few side effects, if any. It's the only nightmare that ever really had any serious side effects. You can take a little bit much and just need some care, but obviously you saw Nathan and he did not take too much. So, all right. So Nathan, you are drifting off to sleep, and at one point you're laying there and you feel you're just like you're restless. You're just like I just can't. I can't. You get to the point where you're just like you're not going to fall asleep like this. And you sit up and you're alone. Nobody else is around you. You're on this boulder, standing in this workshop, and nothing is going on. What do you do?
He gets off the boulder. Okay.
Now what?
He's gonna walk out.
You hear outside that it's raining, and right before you hit to the door, you feel something touch your leg. You look down and there's a tiny little Goa puppy. Seems like he's coming along for the ride. Next thing you know, you're just walking through the rain, and it's not it's a warm rain. It's not a bundle up and shy away from it. It's a I feel good. This is comforting. It's just what I need. It's refreshing rain. It's washing away everything and just allowing you to relax and letting the stress and pain of what you're dealing with wash away. Even its crimson color is comforting. As is the crimson that covers everything, all of Cinderhaven here. It feels at home. Even the little Goa puppy running around is now crimson red, a little translucent. And he just happily bounds at your feet as you walk along.
He's gonna...
Where do you go? What do you do?
He walks towards where the temple just arose from.
As you walk over towards the temple, it's the only place that you see a cloud. The rest of this rain just seems to fall from nowhere. And right above this, it's the only place that has any other color. It is jet black. None of the detail, none of the beauty of it is there. It's just as if you took the entire thing and made it one two-dimensional silhouette in the sky. It is raining there, but it's raining normal. And it's coming down and washing away the crimson around it that goes into drains and ditches around the castle.
Okay. And he's going to start taking off his jacket.
Okay.
And then he unbuttons his shirt. And he takes off his shirt and he looks at his tattoos that are all up his right arm that change to the swirls that when he made his pact with her.
Mm-hmm.
He's going to take off the new iPad.
Okay. Here you can see just fine out of both eyes.
Jezebel!
Doesn't seem to be an answer. What do you do?
I'm going to walk towards the two-dimensional chapel.
As you come to the edge of that property, right where the rain stops, your pant leg is tugged on. The little goa puppy seems to be stopping you from going any farther, at least trying to. You could easily pull against it.
You're right. You're right. I'm going to step away.
As you step back and you look up, more of the castle is given form, and up in one of the balconies stands Imelda. And next to him, a savage, grotesque-looking bear. Next to her, sorry.
She looking
With
at
a,
me?
oh yes, with a saddle. And she's so far away you can't really see the detail of her mouth move, but you hear in your mind, and she pats the saddle. You hear a little yip from below you as you look down, and you look back up, and the temple is gone and crimson is everywhere. An empty foundation where the guild hall used to be. But still you feel comforted because this is your dream and it's the way that it's supposed to be. It's only the real world where it's nice. That's where we're going to end. Nathan will have the opportunity to come out of that dream and let you know what he lets you know, which we can do on downtime. Thank you all for being with us. We really appreciate it. And we're very, very, very close to some amazing things happening. I'm very excited for this week. Thank you guys. We are doing pretty good tonight. We're going to go ahead and do a quick raid. Please come along with us. We're going to go say hi to somebody out here. Let's see.
Someone.
Let's see who's live. That's the problem.
Nathan did drugs.
Syl got Nathan
Mari's
to do
a-
drugs.
Mari's a worried bean.
His first friend. Literally one of his first friends of his adult life
Hey man.
is the one who got him to try drugs.
Peer
That's
pressure.
usually how it goes.
Mari is a worried bee.
No, it's okay. It's okay.
So I just found someone, Mad Bird Streams. They look pretty cool. They got nice faces, meaning we can see their faces is what I mean. And they look like cool people. So we're going to go over and
They
say
got
hi
nice
to them.
faces.
Please come along with us. Say hi. Say we are Nerdsmith. And let's show them a lot of love because it makes us feel good. We want to make other people feel good. All right, guys. Thank you. We'll see you tomorrow. And if nobody caught the episode, the title tonight, it was Grand Opening. Not one.
Hey.
I don't.
Good night, everyone. Goodbye.